Hello and welcome back to I Am the Lore Keeper. My name is Brandon DeGroat, and today, once again, I am the Lore Keeper. I have brought back a couple of returning guests. We've got Bee and Marcus to talk about our topic of episode 8. The question of the day leading into this one is, how far have you ever seen someone get on grit alone?
Let's see. I mean, I remember I forgot it was oh yeah, I got it. So my my dad had a stroke, right? And for to like celebrate the fifth anniversary of him surviving it, we did like a 5K. Um and we were not prepared. Um, we were not prepared to do this. I think it was my cousin just basically like he grit that thing out, no training, nothing, no like not just was able to like grind that thing out, limping, like just dehydrated as hell. That was probably like one of the most like personal experiences of somebody gritting through something like that. That's probably my favorite, I guess. Favorite experience is
I mean,
not. I don't think that's
that's
the
a
right
good
word
memory to
for
have,
that.
but like
Yeah,
those
yeah,
big runs can be a real motherfucker to get through.
yeah. I am not like I'm not built for that no more. I'm too old. I'm too old to be doing
I
that.
can
So
I can
yeah,
hike it. I can go up hills at a leisurely pace.
yeah. I oh god,
I ain't running no miles.
I nah. I think it's I think that time has passed for us. Um,
I mean, not if you
spoilers.
really wanted to, you could. Jock Semple ran his last
Yeah.
marathon at 50.
Okay. Well, I mean, Jock Semple
Granted, he's been
is
doing it the whole time, but like,
also Jock Semple was fueled by the sheer love of the game, and I do mean the sheer love of the game.
and I do not love that
So,
game. That's not a game that I love.
but yeah, no, that's mine.
Well, I'm glad you had a good long one because I got nothing. So
Oh, no, I mean, it's one of those. I think that's another one where you kind of have to like be not a not a sports person, but like be like really like involved. I don't I like I can't
I
even
mean,
think of
there's
any
different
times
kinds of
where
grit,
like
but my
yeah, right.
I get to cheat and have a like hour or two long
Oh, okay.
answer sitting in front of me here.
I mean, yeah, that's always you always obviously this is always a you always have the answers to the test in front of you, so we always get to like flounder for you for your entertainment.
And yes, I'm a mad tyrant who subjects my
Yeah,
guests to such abject misery.
I don't even know why we come on here. Like it's every time with this.
Well, let me tell you why you come on here by talking about John Morrissey.
Yeah,
So,
I will
John,
also say
go
this
ahead.
is the most unprepared I have been for a lore keeper episode. I don't know like I don't even know what this person is like does. I don't like at least with Kaiser. I like okay. I knew he was like played soccer.
Soccer
Okay, played
related.
soccer. I have nothing. I have literally nothing for this. So I'm going in the most blind possible.
you're finally getting my experience, which is that I do that every time.
So, John Morrissey was born on February 12th, 1831, to Tim and Julia Morrissey in Templemore, Ireland. And as a big history nerd, if there's one thing I know about Ireland in 1831, it sure was a great time to be Irish.
I was about to say that's probably yeah.
So when John is one in 1832, they pack up and they move to America because the last sentence was a joke.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, damn it.
They land in New York City and they quickly make their way up the Hudson north to Troy, where they settle near other Irish immigrants who are also from Templemore. John Morrissey was to be the only son in a family with 7 daughters. And
Oh,
yeah, so he was expected to take a job to help his father take care of the family pretty young.
that sounds That sounds hellish. Oh my god.
Damn.
All told, he only went to school for about a year, during which time he said he learned more mischief than letters.
Okay.
He wouldn't very well learn to read and write until he was about 19, and it was all self-taught.
Holy shit.
So as a kid, he got into a lot of trouble around Troy for stealing food, but he'd always get out of trouble because of local politicians trying to cultivate the Irish vote. And so to win his father's vote, someone would pull some strings to get John out of trouble. Like, he's just a kid who stole an apple. What's the big deal? When John turned 12, he started to calm down a little bit, and the family sent him to work in a wallpaper factory where he made $2 for a 60-hour work week.
Okay. A wallpaper factory. It's just like that. Like, that's such a fucking, like, old-timey shit. I guess somebody has... There's a place where wallpaper is made. I understand that, but a wallpaper factory is just, to me, like, again, like
I get all my wallpaper artisanally.
Yeah,
from local craftsmen.
I get all my wallpaper from a mom and pop wallpaper store. Like okay, like all right, man.
For inflation's sake, he made $89 for a 60-hour work week. In modern money.
Okay.
So, yeah, really fucking scraping by.
I mean, yeah.
He worked at the wallpaper factory for about a year, and then he moves over to the Burden Iron Mills, where he doubles that up to over $5 a week. Year or two later, moves over to the stove factory, makes $9 a week. So he's moving up.
The fucking stove.
Just going through every factory he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, of like every weird like thing that we need, that people apparently need, but like
I frequently go to Troy. Newsflash: these businesses are not there anymore. I think the Iron Mills building is still there. I think.
At least like an iron mill is a thing
still
now, but we don't have a fucking stove factory. Isn't a thing anymore. We don't have a wallpaper factory.
I'm sure stove factories are still a thing. People still need stoves.
Probably.
I think a lot of those are just overseas, honestly.
Yeah, or you know, it's like it's not a factory where like, oh my god, it's not a factory where like we think of it during the olden days where it's just like, here's a child's small hands that have to make it. Now we actually have like a machine that probably like is involved with it, at least I hope.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to be automated by comparison.
Yeah.
So John was moving up, getting more money as he aged up, but not without incident. John was not the type to keep his head down and get through the day, and factory workers around him were known as a temperamental sort. So John was getting in a fist fight just about every week with like coworkers.
Christ. I mean, all right.
Usually he'd win. He was a tough guy. He was well known for being able to take an unbelievable amount of punishment, with someone later saying, you might as well hit a brick wall as hit that man on the head. His fights at work were on top of frequent gang fights outside of work, as the leader of a downtown gang having frequent turf wars against the uptown gang.
Okay, I'm glad he found some time to, you know, to work in between his job of fighting everybody. You know, like really, like just, like, I mean, okay, man, like, is he just like, this guy is, like you might as well fight for money at this point. Like, seriously.
It was reported that the quarrels and fights between these two gangs were incessant and very annoying to the respectable citizens of Troy. Which I think annoying is an interesting way to describe a gang fight.
Yeah, I'm like, which also brings up how many people.
Come on.
Yeah, just like guys trying to cross the street, and then like there's this fucking gang fight that he can't like. Oh,
this man got hit in the head with a crowbar, and then he dropped a pipe, and then I tripped on it.
Oh my god. Which then brings up how many people are in this town? It can't be that big of a town.
Troy is not a very big town, even today. It's not a very big place.
I was about to say, I definitely have heard of this like town at least once. So I'm like, there's no way that this is a big town. Like, they have to like know each other. They have to know each other in terms of when you see them all gather for the gang fight in the middle of the town square.
Is that Dave over there?
Yeah, like there's Dave again. Like fucking. God.
There was another time that John got into a big fight because there was a full-on brawl after a baseball game, and he was involved because, of course, he was.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
And he singled out and went after a notorious bully from Albany. Just he wanted to strut his stuff.
I mean, at this point, like, he is the bully. Like, he's in so many fights. Like,
and yes, John does eventually serve a bit of time for assault and battery for all of these fights.
That's honestly just extra training for him, sending him to jail. So, okay.
He said of these times, I was the only boy in a family of 8, and I had to support the girls. I looked around me, very poor and very illiterate, and asked what I could do best of anything to get on. There was nothing I could think of but to fight.
Yeah. Like,
and boy, did he.
I was gonna say, dog, you're saying that I gotta support my siblings, and you did that by just fucking fighting everything you saw?
And that's probably the gang warfare shit. He was probably referring to be, like, leading a gang.
Okay. Yeah, was he at least the boss of the gang? Like,
yeah, he was the leader of the Uptown gang.
Okay. Alright, good, okay. Well, not good, but alright.
No, he was the leader of the downtown gang. The leader of the uptown gang of Troy was a guy called John O'Rourke. And so one night, O'Rourke and Morrissey just happened to be out for a stroll at the same time, and they walk into the town square at the same time. And O'Rourke is fucking hammered. So he sees John and immediately starts throwing hands. And the two start punching each other, but a couple of O'Rourke's friends are nearby, and they separate the two, and they tell John, look, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's hammered. You're going to kill the guy. We'll settle this again at a later time.
Oh, that's
and they
honorable.
Yeah, they just agreed to, like, postpone, like, a gang fight.
Okay.
Until O'Rourke sobers up.
Can't have. Oh no, God forbid we have a drunk fucking gang fight. That would. I mean.
You gotta give the guy a chance.
Oh my god, I didn't know there were unwritten rules for fucking gang battles.
So not long after this, the two meet with their gangs in a local saloon, and I can't see anything saying that they had, like, arranged this with the owner or they knew the owner. It sounds like they just had a random fight in a random saloon.
Wow.
It sounds like they just fucked up a random saloon owner's property.
He's like, what the fuck, man? Like,
I looked for sources, like, surely, like, one of them knew the owner, or, like, they knew something about the place. No, I think they just fucked up some random guy's bar.
No. This looks like a good one. I just fucking...
And, of course, John and his gang come out ahead. But John does not consider this gang fight enough of a victory. So over the next few months, he, one by one, hunts down and beats the shit out of O'Rourke's top 8 men.
What the...
He's just hunting them down through Troy one by one and beating the fuck out of 8 guys. Just to really press the point, I own you.
That has to be so scary.
Yeah. Being the 8th guy, like, it's like, John Morrissey has gone around town. He's beating the shit out of every last one of us. You're next.
Like, all right, so I'm just gonna fucking go to the town square and beat the shit out of myself. Please don't destroy me. That's some fucking Bhakti Hanma bullshit, right? Where Bhakti's gotta, like, I gotta hunt down every, like, what is that, dude? Like, why did you take it that far? This is such a weird gang war. Nobody is dying. People are just punching each other.
They're just beating the shit out of each other, yeah.
It's just Fight Club. Like, what? All right.
So eventually John's skills in a fight earn him a steady gig Eventually John's skills in a fight earn him a steady gig as a bouncer at the saloon of a man named Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Not related. Just
not that,
incidentally a totally different Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton heard about John fighting around town, and he's like, I want that guy protecting my bar.
I mean, do you though? Because he's the one searching for the battles. So I don't...
He doesn't have to search. He'll take out the troublemakers that come to the bar.
Okay.
And he's getting paid really well to do this. He's making more money as a bouncer than he ever had working in a factory.
I mean, yeah.
So one day, Alexander Hamilton takes a trip to New York City, and he gets in a fight.
You're gonna say his full name every time.
And suddenly, he's wishing he took John with him. Hamilton got in a fight with a guy called Dutch Charlie Dwayne, and he got his ass kicked. But Hamilton...
whenever somebody has, like, the name Dutch or something like that, it's never a good thing. It's just that person is always tough as nails for some reason. Like Dutch, like they got 3 names and like one of them is Dutch. Yeah,
One of them
no,
is
it's
a
never good.
nationality.
Yeah, like okay,
If
you don't
one of
wanna
them is a
fight that guy.
nationality, he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
So Hamilton brags to Dutch Charlie, I know a guy back in Troy who beat the shit out of you. And then everyone around laughs at him. So Hamilton goes back to Troy and he tells John Morrissey, there's people down in New York City who think you're weak and they don't believe in you as a fighter. And so John makes a mental note. If he ever goes to New York City, he knows who he's going to pay a visit to. In the winter of 1849, John winds up in jail again because he got into a drunk bar fight. And an unknown bystander actually paid his bail and told him, hey, if you're ever in New York City, go see Captain Isaiah Rinders. And so not long after this, John gets out of jail. He quits bouncing for Hamilton and he starts working on steamships that are heading in and out of Troy via the Hudson River. So a year after he leaves jail, John Morrissey steps off a ship in New York City and he finds and makes his way to where Rinders likes to hang out in Park Row. Quote, I took my bundle and came to the city determined to get a fight out of them. So
All right.
John walks in demanding to see Dutch Charlie, but he's told Dutch Charlie's not here. So John says, Mr. Rinders, I've come down here from Troy to fight. I've got no money, but I'll fight for reputation. I will fight Mr. Hire, who was the American boxing champion at the time, or you or
Okay.
anybody else you can pick out.
Oh, okay. He's literally doing this for the love of the game.
Yeah.
He just wants to fight. I just want to fight.
He thinks it'll establish his reputation, give him upward mobility, which it kind of has up to this point.
I guess. I just love how, like, back then you could just apparently go around punching people for just to increase your resume. That's how you got interviews back then. How many people have you punched successfully?
That's how you get to the next better factory.
Yeah, yes. Factory evolution.
You beat the final boss of the factory you're at, and you go to the next level factory.
The stove factory. You beat the stove factory boss. You want the fucking, all right? To get to the stove factory boss, you have to beat the fucking wallpaper factory boss. Yeah, okay.
So John walks into Park Row and he says, I'll fight Mr. Hire, I'll fight you, Mr. Rinders, I'll fight anyone else. And as a result, everybody takes him up on his offer all at the same time.
Whoa! Oh!
Some people are using weapons, like he's hit with a bottle at one point.
Fuck?
Yeah, no, John walked in asking for a fight, and they gave him way more of one than he expected.
Okay, I mean, he didn't specify what fight, so what kind of fight he wanted.
So they beat the piss out of John. And he manages to get himself up, dust himself off, and on his way out, he says, Gentlemen, I will lick your crowd and make you acknowledge me if it takes years.
What? Did he say lick his lick? What?
Yeah, that was the way it was slang in like the 19th century of
Okay.
beating someone is, I'm gonna lick you.
All right. No,
It is not
fair,
aged well,
all right.
no.
Yeah.
Turns out, would not take years to make them acknowledge John. Rinders was impressed at how much this man got beat the fuck out of and was still able to move.
Yeah, I was about to say, like...
So, and he tells him basically, hey, you go back to Troy and rest up, and when you come back, you're part of the crew. So I have not said what Isaiah Rinders does, and what crew John Morrissey is now part of.
Yeah.
So...
I have an idea,
so
but okay.
Irish immigration by no means started and by no means ended with the Morrissey family. It only picked up after our main character reached America because the potato famine was in full swing by this point.
Yes. Yeah.
And for anyone unaware, so many Irish people left Ireland that there are now more people of Irish descent in America than in Ireland. It was pretty fucked. And so immigrants from Ireland were just pouring onto the docks in the U.S. New York City was one of the main places that these waves of Irish migrants landed, and there's a lot of opportunity for Americans to take advantage of this. Some criminals saw them as easy prey. They don't have any connections. They don't know where the cops are. They can get murked real easy. Businessmen saw cheap labor. Politicians saw easily won voters that you can nationalize with a corrupt judge stamping some papers real quick. If you've seen Gangs of New York, you have probably seen scenes of men in suits greeting immigrants right off the boat. Now, I brought up Gangs of New York just now. Have either of you seen Gangs of New York?
Yes.
No.
So, Marcus, do you remember where the primary setting of Gangs of New York was in New York City?
I do not remember.
It was the 5
forever.
Points, which happens to be where Captain Isaiah Rinders had his territory.
Oh.
B, since you haven't seen the movie and for anyone else who hasn't, I'm just going to say that the Wikipedia entry for 5 Points has entire sections for both infectious diseases and riots.
Oh, no.
It was an extremely poor place full of basically just freed slaves and fresh immigrants.
Oh, no.
And so now John Morrissey is part of Rinder's crew watching over the 5 Points.
Oh, no.
And Rinders himself is working for the political machine known as Tammany Hall, a very corrupt political organization.
Oh, this.
They were involved in elections, and Rinders was even later considered instrumental in the election of President James Buchanan.
Yeah.
So John Morrissey ends up working on the docks under the employ of Isaiah Rinders to direct immigrants to food and lodging, and then let them know who they should be voting for as thanks for it. Yeah, and of course, in the process, John keeps getting into fights.
I wonder why. Because, we weren't asking nicely.
He's assigned to work with George One-Eye Daly, but eventually becomes the senior partner in the relationship because John is just beating the fuck out of everyone else who's trying to get into the same territory.
Also, it's George One-Eye Daly. He clearly he lost his eye for something. Yeah. Right? So it couldn't be that good.
One of John's big fights is against a local gang fighter named Tom McCann, because McCann saw John hanging out at the brothel run by his sweetie. And so the two get into a big fight, and in the process, where they are, there's a stove with a bunch of coals to warm everything up, and they knock the stove over and spill coals everywhere. And the two go to the ground, and they're rolling and fighting on top of the coals. Bystanders throw a bunch of water onto the coals to, have them not burn themselves rolling over them, and a bunch of steam plumes up. And when John wins the fight, this is how he gets his nickname, Old Smoke.
Oh. That's actually a really good nickname.
Yeah, John Old Smoke Morrissey is a pretty hard name.
Yeah, that's
pretty
tough.
So the work he's getting through Rinders isn't quite enough for him, and on the side, John starts running card games. And he starts picking up dice games and roulette, and he becomes one of the premier street gamblers in New York City. But that wasn't enough. He wants to make a living as a fighter. Like you said earlier, Marcus, why doesn't he make a living fighting?
Well, okay, there you go.
He wanted to try his hand at being a prize fighter, but nobody wanted to fight just some poor gang teenager. Nobody gave him a chance. Nobody wanted him to go up against their fighter. They didn't believe he was worth it.
Really? All right.
So John gets together with his friend Daniel Dad Cunningham.
Bro, what are these nicknames? Why Dad?
I don't know. So John and Dad decide they want in on the San Francisco gold rush.
Fine. Oh, now they want to get in the gold rush?
They want to get into the gold rush.
They're in New York.
Yeah, and there's no transatlantic railroad at this time. So that's a really fucking hard trip to make.
Okay. All right.
So John and Dad decide that their plan is they're going to take a ship to Panama, cross the isthmus over land, and then board a ship on the Pacific side of the country to go to San Francisco.
Oh, this sounds like it's going to take a lot. There's no way this is going to be worth it in the end. There's zero chance it's going to be.
So they're short on funds. They cannot afford tickets, so they stow away in a steamship.
Of course.
They get a few days out of dock, and then they get caught and they get found. And they tell the captain, we got no money, we got no tickets, but we're trying to get to San Francisco. And the captain tells them, you ain't going to make your way to San Francisco. You're going to work on the ship shoveling coal to make your fare. We're going to go to Panama, and then you're going to be with us when we turn around and go back to New York City.
Damn.
Yeah, dude was not playing with stowaways.
Not doing, all right.
But before that happened, as always, John gets into trouble. There's a crew member named Jim Hughes, and this is a passenger ship, and Hughes insults one of the classier passengers, who is only referred to in documents as a gentleman. The gentleman called out Hughes for being just a rude guy, and Hughes responds by punching him in the face, not beating the allegations.
That's honestly better than what I thought. I thought you could just like, I don't know, fight the ship itself. Like you're just gonna start punching the ship. So I guess that's better than what I thought.
So John is nearby when he sees this exchange happen, and he calls out Hughes for punching the guy. He says, "This is outrageous. You should not be acting like this." And those two almost get into a fight. The ship's officers arrive in the scene. They break everything up. And Hughes and Morrissey part with an agreement that as soon as the ship arrives in Chagres Bay and the anchor drops, they're going to be presented revolvers and fight a duel.
What?
So
this escalated quickly.
So the voyage continues. They arrive in Chagres Bay, and before the anchor can be dropped, John and Dad jump overboard.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
We ain't doing this shit.
man, you're mad.
No, he talked to Big Game. Was like, "Yeah, you wait and see till we get there. I'm gonna duel you."
Like, all right,
Zero intention.
Right, yeah, look. As soon as
A bunch of natives saw the ship come up, and they rowed out to investigate it. And John and Dad jumped in one of those canoes and basically like, "You take us back to shore right fucking now."
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah, they like threatened their way ashore by jumping in when everyone else wasn't looking. So they get ashore and they manage to use what little bit of money they have to buy a boat ride upriver. And then they walk the 20 remaining miles of Panama City and they made it to the Pacific Ocean. Once again, there is a boat ride ahead of them that they can't afford. So
yeah,
they have a plan, though, to make the money for this leg of the trip. They play
Right,
card
punch the
games and they
captain
lose
first.
every penny they have.
Okay. All right, you know what? Actually, my idea was better. Punching a captain was actually a better idea than what they had actually done. Never
They
mind.
just bankrupted themselves and lost all their money.
Fine. Actually, more productive to do what I did. Unbelievable.
They also know that the steamship Panama is anchored about 2 miles offshore, and they're preparing for a journey to San Francisco. So they're going to try to get on the Panama. First, John and Dad try to just row up to it. Yeah,
Okay.
not the best plan. There are armed sentries, and
Right.
as soon as they get shot at once under cover of darkness, like, no, fuck this shit,
Oh,
and they
shit.
immediately turn around.
Okay. They just,
Yeah, they get
Right.
shot at once, and they immediately abandon that plan, which is fair.
nah. Yeah.
So they're sitting around trying to think of a way to get onto the Panama. And the day before the Panama is set to leave, they see a steamship loading up supplies to bring out to it. And they make themselves look like dock workers by grabbing crates and helping load the supply ship. And then they stow away once they get a chance and get onto the Panama that way. So the morning after the Panama takes off, John is just lounging on the deck. He's indiscernible from any other passenger. He's just chilling and sunbathing.
Okay.
And then near him, there's a deck boy who gets hit by another man and he falls to the ground. And John tells him, "You hadn't ought to strike a boy like that." And the man tells him, "What do you got to say about it?"
Oh, no.
So John says, "Well, I say you hadn't ought to strike a boy like that." So the man tells John, "You mind your own business or I'll put you in irons." And John tells him, "The hell you will. I guess you must be
No,
some sort of a
no.
highfalutin cock, you must. I'd like to know who
What-
you
what-
are." And
Okay.
then the man tells John, "I'm the captain of the ship."
No! Fuck! Just shut the fuck up and just you had it. You literally were.
You
oh
were
my
smooth
God.
sailing, John.
You just shut the fuck up. Oh, God damn it.
So obviously from this point, not a lot of time passes before it's discovered that John and Dad don't have tickets or money.
Yeah?
John tells the captain, "Look, I got good friends in San Francisco. They'll pay our passage when we
No.
get there."
Bro, like, that's not it. That ain't it, dog. You might, again, I'm surprised we haven't gotten to my personal fucking favorite, which is punch the captain. Just do it. Fucking see what happens. Like, fucking, just do it. Who cares?
So the captain tells them, "I'm not bringing you to San Francisco." He tells them,
Oh.
"I'm not bringing you back to Panama City.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to drop you off halfway in Acapulco, dead in the middle, nowhere near any connections you have, and that'll teach you a lesson about this shit."
Um,
So the day they're set to land in Acapulco, there happens to be discussion of a mutiny. A bunch of sailors and malcontent passengers are pissed off at the kitchen not being able to keep up with more people than it was handled to. And in response, everyone decides they're going to mutiny. And so the captain is desperately asking John and Dad to help him put down the mutiny.
What the fuck is going on? Also, that is the most pussy mutiny
I know, right?
I have ever heard. Oh, dude, we're not getting enough food. What the fuck are you talking about? And in the kitchen.
That's not going to solve anything unless one of you volunteers to also work in the kitchen.
Right?
Which you don't need the mutiny to do.
God damn it, the mutiny on the Bounty is like fucking 800 times worse. These motherfuckers out here, the fucking kitchen isn't serving enough fucking posh food for. Get the fuck out of here, dude. God. What kind of ship is this, by the way? It's just like
it's a passenger ship.
Oh my god! I've never heard of like a crew, like I guess not a cruise ship.
Yeah,
but
the passengers were part of the mutiny.
Where the passengers are part of the what?
That's crazy.
Like, are you guys serious? Like, oh my god.
So John and Dad dress up as sailors, and they join the ranks of the other sailors, just blending into the crowd. And when the officers confront the mutineers, John and Dad move from the ranks of the mutineers to stand in front of the officers like they're betraying the sailors. And now all of a sudden, they don't know how many other turncoats they have in their ranks.
Oh.
And John and Dad tell them that they promise cold steel and hot lead for them as endeavor to pass this line.
Okay, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, that is a hardcore line.
Yeah, all right.
So the captain promises to listen to grievances, and the mutiny is quelled. And for their role in helping to do so, John and Dad earn first-class accommodations for the rest of the way to San Francisco.
So fucking ridiculous. That's how you fucking get it. All right, whatever.
So John and Dad get to San Francisco, and right as they do, word arrives of gold in the Queen Charlotte Islands off the coast of British Columbia, not too far north of Vancouver Island. So they make some friends talking about the rumors, and John and Dad pool their money with 19 other guys to head that way and earn themselves a fortune. They get the supplies for their journey, they get 6 small cannons for the ship, a revolver for every man, and a shotgun for the crew at large, and they apply for their transit papers at the San Francisco Custom House. And they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and after a couple of weeks with the Custom House not granting them clearance to leave, they get tired of waiting and just decide to set sail without their papers. And then they get to the Queen Charlotte Islands and find absolutely fuck all. There is no gold there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, okay, there we go. Wow.
Entirely uneventful trip other than a run-in with a bunch of natives that requires them to get out as quick as possible. So they turn and sail back east to the mainland. And in the process, they run across a British warship, the Thetis. And now, their lack of papers is a serious problem. Because if the British come across an armed ship with no papers, they have every reason to suspect that John and his buddies are engaging in piracy and have the ability to just hang them at sea.
Ooh.
So they start scrambling and look for any kind of livery they can just to put up a marker and have a banner. And they convene an immediate council to discuss the situation and figure out how to get out of it. They decide that their best option is to make the first move. They're going to go contact the British ship and just make themselves off as friendly sailors passing by.
Okay.
And they go over, and it turns out the British crew of the Thetis also heard the rumors about the Queen Charlotte Islands and like, oh, you went there? Tell us about it. And they invite them to stay for dinner on the ship.
Oh, no. This is a sitcom. What the? What is going on?
So meanwhile, everyone back on their ship is just like, those guys got fucking hanged.
Fuck.
They got hanged, and they're going to come back and kill us. But John and Dad get back fine, and as soon as it gets dark and they can't see the Thetis anymore, they're like, yo, get the fuck out of here right now.
Get the fuck out of here again.
They get so spooked that when they find a place to land near San Francisco, they destroy the ship to remove any evidence they ever went there.
Honestly, Honestly smart. Just fuck it. Like, yeah, you can't take any chances at this point. Just do it.
Yeah, they were within a hair's breadth of getting executed of piracy. It's fair to get back and be like, dude, get the fuck rid of this thing. No, now.
Yeah.
So they get to San Francisco again, and like in New York, John still has his eye on being a prize fighter. When he was in New York City, he wanted to fight Tom Heyer, who was the first American boxing champion to ever be crowned as such. And while John is in California, Tom Heyer actually went there. And John is looking to get into a fight with him while he's there. This fight does not happen because Tom Heyer had to flee the state because he refused to stop riding his horse into saloons and the cops were after him.
What? Okay.
All right.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean,
he kept riding his horse indoors, and they kept telling him to stop so much that there was a warrant for his arrest for riding horses indoors.
I wonder how many times you have to do that in order to like really like to get a bounty. Like how like that's it couldn't have been like 4 or 5. It had to have been
he was
like
just doing this everywhere.
you're doing this on purpose. Like you're doing this intentionally to piss me off. Like that has to be what that is. It could not have been 4 or 5. That's like 60 or 70 times. I'm like, all right, come on, man. Like,
and in case you might be thinking that this warrant was without teeth, Heyer's trainer actually got arrested the night before a fight because they thought he was Tom Heyer.
Dude, what? Okay.
Like they put the wrong man in chains because they thought he was the guy who was riding horses indoors.
And like, did they even look alike? Like they just said, fighting guy, fighting guy. Like what the what do you mean? What are you talking about, dude? Like, God damn it.
So Heyer's trainer, Scotsman George Thompson himself was actually the boxing champion of California.
Okay, wait, that's not his nickname, right? His nickname is Scotsman.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Scotsman George Thompson.
Oh my fucking
George Thompson is his name, and Scotsman is his nickname.
What the? Okay. Whatever. Whatever, man. I fucking. Oh God. Did he have a fight with Dutch? Like did they meet up? Right.
So, since Tom Heyer had to flee the state, and since George Thompson is the boxing champion of California, John's friends tell him, "Yo, you should fight Thompson," and they arrange a fight. And it actually gets enough hype that Dutch Charlie comes out to California to be the promoter.
Are you fucking kidding? Of course, Dutch Charlie. I'm so fucking mad. This is the fucking dentist all over again. I swear to fucking God. I'm going to be so fucking whatever.
So the tale of the tape. John Morrissey is 5'11 and a half, 171. And Thompson is 6'1", 178.
Okay, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, back then you're probably,
people are a lot thinner and leaner.
Smaller. Yeah, right. Nowadays, like a heavyweight would be like fucking 6 something, like 250 or some bullshit.
Mike Tyson could fight 3-on-1s with the boxing champions of the day.
Yeah, I'm about to say like Mike Tyson would fight 4 of these dudes and not break a sweat. They'd break on the first punch, shatter.
So they're set to square off on August 31st, 1852. And George Thompson is the favorite because he is the champion right now. But John has an exhibition match a week before the actual fight, and people see how tough he is, and odds pull close to even as they're about to fight. And as the match is about to start and they're in the ring, John tells his opponent, "Well, George, I've got no money, but I'll let you have what I can, and that's a good licking, so take off your clothes." Has aged extremely poorly.
Yeah. Pause wasn't invented back then, but it would have helped a little bit there. Yeah.
So, little context on the boxing rules of the day, because boxing in John's day is not very recognizable to modern boxing.
I was about to say, like, yeah.
The old-timey boxing pose that you think of when you imagine a black and white photo was a common stance for a good reason. It wasn't just people have learned better since then, because grappling was not outlawed, so people kept a lower guard to block against people who would be trying to grab them and throw them. If someone hit the ground under these rules, either taking a knee or being literally thrown, the round ended immediately. It wasn't time-based.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. So this is how John Morrissey versus Scotsman George Thompson is an 11-round fight that takes 19 minutes.
Okay.
Thompson scores 6 knockdowns in the way, John 4, mostly both by just grabbing the other person and throwing them to the ground.
6? That's 10 knockdowns. That's a fucking okay. All right.
But it's from throws. It's not from clobbering a guy and having him KO.
This is closer to like MMA than fucking boxing.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Just without 100 years of development on grappling techniques.
I was about to say, or any technique. To be honest with you, there's no technique at all. I was really going to because I mean nowadays obviously there's a whole there's a whole science to boxing, obviously called the sweet science for a reason. But like do they even have gloves?
Bare knuckle.
It's bare knuckle.
This is bare knuckle.
Okay, I was wondering if this was so there's no gloves. There's there's a low guard stance, which is
You can just grab dudes and throw them.
This is a Super Smash Brothers fight, essentially, where everybody's spamming the grab button and just tossing people. So this is not the boxing that we recognize.
Nope, not at all. So Thompson gets 6 knockdowns and John 4, but despite the score, John was in control pretty much the whole time. He opened rounds 2 and 4 by laughing at Thompson.
Okay. That's Laura Maxon. Good job.
And in round 8, everyone could tell that he was very clearly smiling.
He's I live for this shit, motherfucker. This is fun for me.
I was doing this shit when I was 13 at the wallpaper factory.
Yeah, like he literally he was born for this. Oh my god.
The 11th round has a bit of a controversial end, and it's the final round. The two start,
Right.
They trade shots, they clinch, and Thompson throws John to the ground, at which point John's corner starts screaming that Thompson hit him with a low blow, and that's how the ref calls the match. Thompson's corner complains that John's corner brought out weapons to scare and intimidate him, with some witnesses claiming that he fouled his way out of the match to save his own life.
Okay, so that took a turn there. So can we talk? Let's talk about the difference between a low blow and attempted murder, right?
It's not attempted murder; it's only threatening murder.
Oh, see, okay, so a threatening murder versus I hit him below the belt. The scales are a little uneven here. So I'm kind of weirded out.
I don't know which are true though. All I have is those two rumors.
Because and I can understand why you don't why we don't know, because they're both utterly ridiculous compared to each other. Because first off, there's no rule that's where the line is drawn. A low blow, really? After all the bullshit that I just heard, the line is drawn at a single low blow. That's where the line's drawn. Okay, fine, whatever. But then juxtapose this with the fact that he is being accused of hiding a fucking pocket knife, I guess, in his fucking glove. Wait, there's no glove.
No, it was
my
not
bad.
It's not that John had the weapon. The claim is that John's corner had the weapons.
Okay, so which is even more ridiculous.
To take something out of Always Sunny here, I don't know if they would have beat up George Thompson. It's the implication.
Okay. Fair. Okay. So yeah, the implication here is that the minute this fight ends, he's gonna get shivved. Okay,
right.
Fine.
That's what Thompson's corner claimed.
First off, I'm surprised that back then, I'm surprised they weren't ready for that eventuality regardless. That just seems like a normal thing back then, but okay.
Well, one way or another, John Morrissey is now the boxing champion of California.
That is of California. Yeah, boxing back then was so fucking weird.
Remember that he's looking to fight Tom Hyer, who's literally the first ever American boxing champion to be crowned.
But unfortunately is on the Who's Cow because he decided to ride his horse into 80 fucking bars, an American record. So, yeah.
So John proceeds to hit the racetrack, win big on a horse named Carmencita, and uses proceeds to pay his way back to New York City.
Huh?
And now he's looking again to get a piece of Tom Hyer.
Can't believe plays such a weird role in this story, but okay. Stupid.
So almost as soon as John is back, one night at midnight, Tom Hyer walks into the Gem Saloon where John is staying, finds his room, and heads there with his associate. A street fighter, saloon owner, and butcher named Bill Poole, also known as Bill the Butcher.
Dude, what the fuck are these nicknames? What is happening?
Do you remember Gangs of New York coming up?
Oh my god!
Yes, it is that Bill the Butcher.
Are you serious? Are there no people in America? There's no other people. It's just what's going on? God damn it, dude.
So they wake John up, and Tom asks John, "Why do you want to fight me?" To which he says, "Because you have ill-treated me." I don't know how.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Tom Hyer has never interacted with him in any way at this point.
Yeah.
So Tom tells him, "Get up and fight." And John tells him, "You've got a friend with you. Let me go and get one. We'll have a fight."
Fair.
And they're like, "No, we want to fight you right now."
No, you're trying to jump me. That's not a fight.
So John tells them no and ushers them out of his room and goes back to the bed because apparently you could just do that.
What? You can just do that? Okay, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, they walk in and like, fight us right now. And he's like, no,
shit,
go
wait a
away.
minute.
They're like, okay.
Go away. Oh, well, that was magic word. I see. I'm actually a fucking a genie that only can fight when you say fight. So if you say go away, I actually just have to go through the door again. So you got me. Fuck it. Like, all right, whatever, man. You have Bill the Butcher there. What the fuck? Whatever.
So, yeah, no,
It's so stupid.
The fact that you just
stupid.
go, no, I don't want to fight. Leave, and they're just like, all right,
Leave. Oh, damn it! I didn't think that was
fine.
Man. We really weren't prepared for that eventuality. You would just say no.
So representatives from the two fighters try to talk out a contract, but Tom Heyer's like, I'm retired, so you better make it worth my while to come out of retirement.
How old is he?
Oh, he was well into his 40s by this point.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Although back then, I'm not even sure if age mattered.
This is
Like
1852, so he was 43.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty old.
And he was in 1800s 43. Not a modern conditioning
not a modern
sports
science.
this 43.
Back then, 43 was like
it was like
the
70.
80s. Yeah, I was about to say this dude's already like breaking down. So okay, all right. So he's retired.
So John's side backs out because Tom's like, you got to put up 10K before we have a fight. 10K for both sides, which modern times is over $420,000.
No.
So yeah, that was John's side's response. Fuck no.
Like, shit. Okay, I'll go find someone else, motherfucker. Like
they did.
Nobody's. And by the way, this is like before the days of like there be like this is a whole promotion, right? Where you sell tickets and shit, right?
This is just like some guys agree to fight.
Yeah, this isn't like a prize fight or anything like that. This is just two dudes decided they're just gonna fight in the middle of a fucking town square again. Like, it's not gonna get them any money. So, yeah, well, except for fucking Hire, who apparently is demanding $400K. So, I don't know.
So John's side backs out, and they focus on the new American champion who inherited the title from Tom Hire, a man called Yankee Sullivan, who is from Ireland.
Fuck you. You're making that up. You made that up.
Yankee Sullivan was from Cork, Ireland.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. I just...
Also, Sullivan wasn't his name. He was born James Ambrose.
Why did he change his name like that? Why, bro?
I don't know.
That doesn't even do anything.
Yeah,
like,
born James Ambrose, fought under the name Yankee Sullivan.
Yankee Sullivan. Okay, whatever, man.
I guess also sometimes he went by Frank Murray for some reason. I don't know.
All right. So this guy was in trouble with the law because of he's doing that.
So in October 1853, John Morrissey is set to fight Yankee Sullivan at the confluence of the state borders of New York, Massachusetts, and Connecticut.
Oh, we actually have a fucking... Wait. At the state border?
The borders weren't where they are today, and I'm not gonna, transpose multiple maps of 1800 state borders.
Yeah. That's fair.
The source said it was at the confluence of the borders of New York, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. That gives us a vague area, even with modern knowledge. That's
really
what
funny.
you get.
They decided to, we gotta fight right at the fucking border of all these three states.
So in the first round, John rushes Sullivan and fails to take him down because Sullivan dodges, but he dodged in a way that he fell through. But Sullivan dodged in a way that he fell through the ropes and out of the ring, ending the first round.
Wait, actually did try to tackle him. Yeah. And he fucking olayed him out of the ring.
Oh my god.
These are not boxing matches, folks. These are glorified bullfights.
No, he didn't olay John out of the ring. He dodged John and himself fell out of the ring.
What? Huh? How does that work? Huh?
Other than that little bit of cartoonishness, this fight would be far more vicious than the one with Scotsman Thompson.
Oh, all right.
Based on what I know of you and your tolerance of violence, Marcus, you would have had to turn this one off.
Shit, okay.
By the fourth round,
All
John
right.
is getting absolutely clobbered. His eye swells up so much they have to lance it so he can still see, and he's bleeding from his nose and mouth.
Did you say lance the...
Yeah, the fourth round. Pretty fucking early.
Okay.
But Sullivan is taking a bit of damage because his hand starts causing him pain. He's got a really bad cut in his hand because John was repeatedly headbutting his fists.
You can't take... I'm telling you right now, you can't take the level of punishment that my head will deliver. You think that by punching me, that you are winning this fight?
I'm coming out ahead in that exchange.
You think the concussion is your ally? I was born in it, molded by it.
Everyone can clearly see Sullivan is the more skilled fighter, but John is just so naturally tough and strong that it's really hard for him to overcome it.
This is Eddie Shore in a if Eddie Shore decided that he was just going to fucking be a prize fighter, this is Jack Morrissey. John Morrissey. This is what he would be. He is just, well, honestly, I don't even think he's proving that he's a good quote unquote.
No, he's just
fighter.
proving that he's tough.
Yeah, he's just kind of just eating it. He's doing the Homer Simpson boxing routine.
By round 4, it's reported that, quote, Morrissey's face exhibited the most revolting appearance imaginable.
Oh, man.
His eye was dreadfully swollen and the blood was flowing in a perfect stream from each nostril.
What the fuck?
By round 5, his face was called shockingly mangled.
Oh,
in round 6, it was said Morrissey presented a horrible appearance.
Dude, he is devolving.
He's just getting fucking plastered.
Oh my god.
By round 7, John's left eye is completely closed up, and he doesn't land a single punch the entire round.
He can't see, bro. This is...
Time goes on, and John is worn down more and more, but Sullivan still doesn't want to take those hits. John is a tough fucking guy. And he kinda... we're hockey fans. You're a soccer fan. He takes a dive. You're not allowed to intentionally go down for a break, but he'll just take a grazing shot and go, and just fall down and take a breather.
What the fuck? Sullivan is doing this?
Sullivan's doing that because he doesn't want to take a barrage from John.
Dog, he can't see. What are you scared of, man?
John Morrissey is the kind of guy who, if he closes his eyes, just starts throwing punches. You don't want to be anywhere near him.
Yeah, he's windmilling. This dude's windmilling. He's just throwing his head. One of these might hit, bro. Fuck.
By round 30...
Wait a minute. What?
A witness reported it was a sickening sight to see Morrissey.
No. Time out. Round 30?
Round 30.
There's no limits. So there's no limits here.
There's no limits.
What the fuck?
You go until it's done.
Everybody at home. Boxing, the max it usually go is
8 to 12.
12. Yeah, I think there was a time where 15 rounds might have been a thing, but which is insane even to think about either. But 12 rounds, right, is the standard. What the 30?
To be fair, you're comparing timed rounds to a round is when someone goes down.
I guess, yeah. And we don't know how many knockdowns there were, right? So
well, round 30, there's 30 knockdowns.
Oh my god, you're right.
I mean, some of them might have just been throws instead of legit knockdowns.
That's still
and we know that at least a few of them are from Sullivan taking a grazing shot and going,
Yeah, but the other problem is that fucking
but John is getting absolutely fucking hammered on.
Has been getting been destroyed, and he was getting destroyed since round 4. So this is inhumane. What is his corner
Like I said, I think you would have had to turn this one off, man.
Yeah, this isn't really, again, I've said it, this is not really boxing so much as it is just
it's just a brawl.
This is some gladiator shit. We're just missing the weapons. Fuck.
By round 30,
right.
A witness reported it was a sickening sight to see Morrissey.
Oh my
the blood
God.
gushing in streams from nose, mouth, and half a dozen gashes on his face.
I'm genuinely scared for his life.
By round 36, it seems all but over.
Dude, what the fuck, guys?
Oh my
Stop, man.
God.
So, okay, hold a minute. Hold on. How exactly do you win? The guy just doesn't get back up? Is
Yeah,
that it?
or his towel throws in,
When
or
he
his corner
dies.
throws in the towel.
Yeah, or he dies. Like, bro, like, so if he hasn't thrown in a towel at round 36, he's not throwing in a towel, dog.
I feel
Like, I
like
don't-
as soon as he felt better, he would have killed whoever threw in the towel for him.
Yeah, fucking, no, I live for this shit. You let me die in there. Alright?
I mean, he got told
God.
by his boss, hey, there's some guys in New York City who don't think you're tough, and he held a year-long grudge of like, I'm gonna go there and fight them!
Jesus Christ.
By round 36, the Washington Evening Star reported, Sullivan went up to Morrissey, who appeared wild and weak in the legs, and struck him when and where he chose.
Oh my god, just finish him off, man.
The fight ends after 37 rounds and 57 minutes of brawling.
That's it. Oh, no, guys. That's
It ends it ends when John grapples Sullivan in the corner, puts his back against the ropes, and starts to lift, pulling the man off the ground like he's gonna German suplex him out of the ring, wrestling
Out
style.
of the ring, yeah.
So both side seconds rush the ring, and chaos ensues as both corners start fighting each other, and Sullivan fights John's corner.
Huh?
Meanwhile, John is just sitting on his knees in the middle of the ring, completely fucking out of it.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't know where the fuck he is. He's got concussions on top of his concussions. He's fucking, like, what are you talking about?
Bystanders rush the ring, and the ref calls the match, declaring John the victor.
What? There's no victor, motherfucker. They fucking just ban him. Whatever.
So what happened was everyone rushed the ring. A brawl happened in the ring between bystanders, corners, what have you. And the timekeeper tries to restore order by calling for round 38 to start. So John shuffles his mangled, busted ass to the middle of the ring, but Sullivan doesn't because he's too busy fighting John's trainer.
Oh my fucking god.
And so the rules dictate that any fighter that fails to respond to the bell within 30 seconds forfeits the match. And so despite, like, barely being conscious, John wins the match because Yankee Sullivan is too busy fighting his corner to respond to the bell.
This is some fucking... Okay, first off, WWE has never done a single fucking, like, innovative thing. Oh, look at all this bullshit. Like, look at this bullshit. Look at this.
I refer you to the custody of Dominic ladder match, where they had a ladder match to determine custody of a wrestler's son.
Okay, never mind. That's that. Yeah, I don't got nothing for any of that. That's crazy. That draws a line. That goes past so many lines that I legitimately, like, I don't know. You said that, and I was like, what the fuck? All right. Anyway, I have nothing for that. Anyhow, fucking, that is like. This seems like a SpongeBob cartoon. Like if fucking, like, I don't know, Patrick fucking wins against Larry the Lobster. And Patrick's stupid ass wins by just sitting like in the middle of the fucking ring while Larry's getting fucking assaulted by
Except in your analogy, Patrick's probably gonna be fine. John was, like, barely conscious. He was on his knees in the middle of the ring, bleeding from a dozen wounds.
Fucking ridiculous.
He won because he heard the timekeeper ring a bell. And I guess,
which I'm surprised he even heard.
Right?
Oh my god.
So
okay.
As he leaves, Yankee Sullivan yells at him to come back here and finish the fight. I don't think John heard him.
No, he's bro. First off, it's very possible that he didn't actually hear the fucking timekeeper. His body just moved like automatically to a certain place, and it just happened to be the center of the ring. So, like, I don't know what yelling at him's gonna do. Like, he's not conscious, motherfucker.
So, now, John Morrissey is the boxing champion of America.
This is so fucking stupid.
This is such a dumb way to become champion.
This is so stupid. There are no rules. It's just fucking whatever. Cartoon shit.
The fight was so brutal that the New York Herald called it a brutal scene, the particulars of which should make every animated piece of clay with a human heart in it shudder.
What?
Wow.
Alright, we don't write like we used to.
No.
Holy fuck.
And some papers actually reported that one or both of the fighters died.
I mean, well, okay.
And this got enough legs that John had to make a public statement saying that
alive.
he was not dead.
I am not dead. First off, I like how you said one or both. Motherfucker, one. It's just one that we thought died, okay?
No, some papers reported that Sullivan died.
Okay. That guy barely got touched by fucking Morrissey. Apparently, the most damage he took was when he got fucking rushed by the fucking passer. Can we also just talk about how the fuck... no, seriously, we just walked by the fact that the fight continued after Sullivan got mobbed by by a mob, and they just decided to continue.
No, they didn't continue after the mob. That was when he was too busy fighting John's trainer to answer the bell. Okay, that's what I mean.
Like, no. Like,
oh, you mean the timekeeper even called it in the first place?
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's done. There's a fucking... There's a literal riot happening in his corner.
He thought that for some reason ringing the bell would make people clear out. For some reason, he thought going, hey, if round 38's about to start, would make everyone in the ring fighting the trainers go, oh, get back to their seats. We don't want to miss that.
Hey, I know what's going to stop this fight. A fight. What the fuck are you talking about?
So boxing at this time had a really rough reputation as a low-class, inhumane sport, and a lot of places were trying to ban it. And
what made you say that?
And it's that kind of thinking that made a newspaper from Cleveland say, it is to be hoped that the report as to Sullivan's death is true.
Jesus Christ.
It is possible Morrissey was not killed also, as in prize fights and in duels, the best possible termination, so far as the good of society is concerned, is the death of both parties.
Oh my God. But we have transcended to boxers are the root of all evil. Like
I hope that every boxer fucking dies.
Hope he all dies, ruining society. Like, out of all the like horrible discrimination that our society fucking has wrought upon each other, the discrimination against boxers is truly the one that I did not see coming at all. And honestly, compared to what we're doing now, much better trade. We need to go back to that. Let's go back to beating boxers and apparently marathon runners. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. Who knows?
So outcry from this fight actually led to both boxers getting arrested by Massachusetts police.
What the why? Whatever.
John has to pay a $1,200 bail and Sullivan $1,500.
What are you talking about? For what?
I don't know.
Yeah, like
for doing the boxing.
There's no this is so there's no rules. There aren't any laws, there are no rules, there's nothing. We're just fucking making shit up.
So Sullivan challenges John to a rematch?
No, that's not what you do.
I mean, if I was Sullivan, I'd challenge to a rematch. It's like, I fucking had my way with you. I just dance around you in a ring and beat the shit out of you for an hour and you couldn't stop me.
Well, actually,
it just hurt my hands.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. You didn't knock him out. You just fucking, like, he kept coming back for more.
That's true. Again, you had the guy on his knees bleeding from everywhere in his head. And he could still answer the bell.
I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I'm surprised he didn't pass out from fatigue. The dude's fucking shit. This fucking guy died, man. Fuck.
So Sullivan never gets his rematch. A couple years later, he actually got jailed for election tampering, pending deportations.
What?
And before he could get deported, he just killed himself in his cell.
Oh, okay. Well, that fucking I just whiplash. Just okay. All right.
So John is using his new boxing fame and status as American champion to help him run cockfights and card games. And he uses his fame to lead business to a saloon called the Bella Union that he was part owner of. Meanwhile, he keeps constantly challenging Tom Hyer to fights.
Oh my
sometimes
God,
he just runs him. Sometimes he runs into him in public, and he's just like, "Fight me right now!"
What the fuck? Like, first off, he's got to be like 40, like 40 something, right? High 40s.
I think John's still in his 20s at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So that's, no. I meant
Yeah,
no. I meant fucking higher.
Oh yeah, no. Tom Heyer's in his mid to late 40s. John is like 25.
Bro. He really wants that fight with Hire. He's like, no, this is his white whale. Oh my god.
So John made a lot of money from his fame, but he still hadn't been fully paid from the stakeholder of the fight, Jim Hughes. And so one night, Hughes is at the City Hotel drinking with Bill Poole, and in walks John Morrissey with a gaggle of friends asking, "Hey, where's my money?" And Hughes says, "I'll give you the money when you convince me that you won the fight." Bill the Butcher just tells him straight up, just don't pay him. He ain't worth it. So John challenges Bill to a fight for $50, and the next day they meet at the docks. What follows is a very quick 5-minute scrap that the crowd got involved in.
Okay.
Six of Bill's friends ganged up on John. He lost the fight and walked away from the docks getting booed.
Okay, I probably should have saw that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
When asked about the fight, John expressed a desire to be done with a life of violence. "I desire to live peaceably and have the good opinion of all my fellow beings. I am no bully and have never insulted a man first in all my life."
This is literally Eddie Shore. Yeah, we're doing some Eddie Shore shit again. I'm not a dirty player. I'm not a. I don't want. Yes, you do, motherfucker. That's your thing. That is your literal thing. Is you do violence.
I have lived in the city of New York 6 years and never quarreled with any man except those fighters who seem to have a liking to hunt me out and cooperate together to beat me at any and every opportunity. Bro, you're hunting out Tom Hyer.
Yeah, the whole glass houses. No, we are in a glass fucking hotel. You are out of your mind. Bro, what are you talking about? You have hunted Hire for years. What are you talking about? Literally coast to coast. Literally.
August 10th, 1854, John marries his sweetheart from Troy, Susanna Smith, daughter of the captain of the first boat he worked on. And that fall, he falls back in with Tammany Hall, working with their candidate for mayor, Fernando Wood. We're going to have another Gangs of New York fucking name drop. John's job is to take a group of goons from the predominantly Irish street gang called the Dead Rabbits, as featured in Gangs of New York.
Oh, dude.
And they protect...
he's not dead already. Okay, whatever. Yeah, good.
And John is set to protect polling stations from the anti-immigrant nativist group known as the Bowery Boys, run by Bill Poole, just as in Gangs of New York. And John and the Dead Rabbits win out, and they earn Fernando Wood the job as mayor. John uses his clout from a job well done and his new connections to set up a series of gambling houses across the city, even though they're technically illegal.
Yeah, I mean, that's that, dude. That's not even a thing at this point, so yeah.
In short time, John becomes the most powerful and influential gambler and casino operator in New York City.
What?
This does very little to calm the beef between John and Bill. In mid-February 1855, John Morrissey is arrested for drunkenly breaking into Poole's saloon looking to pick a fight, shouting, "Where's Poole? I need to see him!"
Dude, what is happening?
On February 24th, 1855, around 9 p.m., John and his friends are partying in the back room at a saloon called Stanwix Hall when Bill Poole walks in, and John immediately stops partying. He leaves his table and moves to the bar where Poole is, and immediately calls him a dirty, cowardly son of a bitch.
Oh, move.
Poole cheekily refers to their fight at the dock, saying, "You had a taste of my mutton once and did not like it."
That's such a stupid fucking
They exchange some hostile words, and John tells Bill he dare not fight him with pistols here. So Bill says, "Yes, I dare," and pulls out a pistol.
Oh, shit.
A crowd starts gathering, and one of John's supporters gives him a gun, and everyone circles the two men intending to fire guns at each other.
That's not even a duel. That's just fucking shoot each other. Alright.
So both men draw and aim, but nobody fires. They're just aiming at each other in silence for a while. And then Bill shouts, "Fire, you damn cowardly son of a bitch!"
Huh?
And John does, and he misfires twice.
Oh. Okay.
Bill's friends tell him to shoot, and he refuses, saying he doesn't want to kill anyone, but he'll throw hands.
So why did he... What the fuck is... This is so stupid.
And then the cops run in and separate the two before anything can happen.
Why did he pull out a gun that... Why? What? What do we...
I mean, that is kind of a big dick move of shoot me if you want. I don't care.
My God. By the way, like, isn't John rich now? Like,
Yep.
he's got money.
Yep.
Why is he acting like he... See, this is...
Because Bill
is
Poole
one
was
of those
disrespectful
things-
towards him,
Oh, my God. All right.
which means blood feud.
This is how I wish, like... We wish billionaires acted like this. There would be, like... We wouldn't have as many problems.
Call him a little more.
Yeah, like seriously, if Elon Musk and Zuck, if the Zuck and Musk actually did have that boxing match, like we would have been in so much of a better place. Damn it, dude! Oh my God, we really fucked up somewhere along the way.
So Bill the Butcher gets taken to the station, and they release him when he promises that he'll behave.
Really, that's all. Whatever.
John-
I don't know why I'm surprised.
John pairs up with Officer John Rue, and he tells him, I'll go right home from here as long as you join me for a drink on the way. So
Okay.
John Morrissey and Officer John Rue, along with a couple of John's friends, go on a 2-hour pub crawl.
Okay. Sure.
Cops showed up to break
Why
the
not?
fight and went on a pub crawl with one of the fighters.
Hey, let's all have a fuck.
So at 11 p.m., Officer Rue makes John promise that he'll go right home, and then he leaves.
Is that it? Now, do you promise to stop fighting people?
It was like, are you going to go home from here, John? Yes. Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
An hour before Officer Rue leaves, one bartender said that John was the drunkest he had ever seen him.
Okay, so he didn't go home. Got it.
So as soon as Officer Rue leaves, content that John will go home because he promised, John and his friends go right the fuck back to Stanwix Hall,
Yeah.
everyone armed with a
Okay.
pistol.
Okay, what?
They walk into Stanwix Hall and they see Bill and his friends still getting hammered at midnight. And Bill offers them a drink, and they say no. So Bill takes out $100 in gold that he apparently just fucking had,
What?
and he
Where's
says
he
he'll give
keeping
it to
that?
any. And Bill says, "I'll give this to anyone in the room who could beat me, except for you, Patrick McLaughlin, because you're not worth it."
The hell?
Not you, bitch.
What a fucking stray to catch.
Oh my God. Like, you have to leave after that, right? Like, all right,
It
well, I
sucks that
guess...
Bill the Butcher is a garbage human being because he's got some fire
Yeah,
lines.
let's say. Yeah, I was like, fucking... If you... I'd rather you just kill me. Like, all right. Fuck, dude.
So Patrick McLaughlin then starts yelling at Bill, and Bill yells back.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad he didn't take it. I thought he was just gonna take it. So I'm glad he didn't.
And then so this is a part that I had to go over many times while researching it, because the way that it played out, I just had to make sure that it played out the way that I was interpreting it. So I want you to picture the scene at this point. As one of John's friends, Jim Turner, aims his pistol with his right hand, right? He's got his pistol in his right hand, and he braces it on his
Okay.
left arm for stability. The article said that he benched it, so his arm is horizontal with his right arm over his left forearm. And then somehow he
Okay.
shoots himself in the fucking elbow.
Huh?
Huh?
I asked like 4 people, like, how did he do this? How the fuck did he do this? And everyone's like, I don't know. I guess it's just fucking stupid.
No. This isn't just stupid. This is like the laws of physics.
Yeah, I don't
My-
understand how
like,
you can aim a gun barrel on your right arm, on your forearm, and somehow shoot yourself in the elbow.
I'm like trying to you obviously you can't see what I'm doing right now.
No, but I
my
know what you're
elbows-
doing because I did that for like an hour. We're just like, I could not find a way that you could do this without it being incredibly obvious that you're aiming the gun right into your elbow.
Like, is he playing Twister? What is he doing? Like, I don't understand how he did this.
I don't know. Jim Turner found an incredible method of failure.
Like that's the type of like failure where like everybody just stops what they're doing. Like, all right,
It's like, how the fuck did you do that?
how did you? Yeah, everybody stop. Like, just it's fucking stop.
So this prompts Bill
Oh my
Poole to
God.
yell, "My God, have you come to murder me?"
No, he's come to murder himself.
To which
Have
I
you been
presume,
looking-
Jim Turner replied to with, "Ah!"
Yeah. That is not the reaction I am going to have to a man who just shot himself in the fucking elbow. Like, okay.
So Turner fires again, hitting Bill in the knee, and then Lou Baker jumps on him and shoots him in the chest.
Oh, fuck.
And Bill the Butcher dies 12 days later.
Yeah, that's it.
Bill's last words are, "I think I'm a goner. If I die a true American. And what grieves me most is thinking I've been murdered by a set of Irish. By Morrissey in particular."
What? Oh,
You die mad, you racist piece of shit.
wow, die mad, bro. Yeah.
Die
whatever,
mad.
Like, God. Good. All right, asshole. Like, that's going to be your last words? Fine. All right.
In death, he ends up becoming a martyr for the nativist movement, proving how violent immigrants are, supposedly.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Lou Baker skipped town, and the charges didn't stick for John and the rest of his friends. Nobody ever saw jail time for the death of Bill Poole. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
In May 1857, John gets into a fight with some waiters at the Gerard house after drinking champagne for breakfast.
Huh? For
Source-
breakfast?
Yeah. He was drinking champagne for breakfast and got hammered.
Okay, fine. Sure.
Sources disagree on whether he got belligerent over a disagreement with the bill or because they refused to let him sleep on top of the bar.
Very different things there.
The one thing that is certain is that John was belligerent, yelling at everyone in the Gerard house while waving a knife in one hand and a gun in the other.
I mean, at this point, that's like his normal behavior. Like, that's default.
He gets charged with felonious assault, and public opinion is not on his side. So John...
Oh, now it's not?
Now it's not.
Okay.
So the day before the trial, John visits the DA, and he goes, "Look, everybody fucking hates me. I have a horrible public reputation. I can't get a fair trial right now." And so the DA agrees, delays the trial, one thing leads to another, and the case never gets heard.
What the fuck? That's not what you're supposed to do. What are you... lawyers hate this one trick. Hey, man, everybody fucking hates me. Can we just do it later?
Can we...
All right. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay.
So John was not as invested in the idea of fighting as he had once been, but he was the reigning champion, and the public was demanding louder and louder that he fight the up-and-coming fighter John C. Heenan. Heenan is surprisingly similar to Morrissey. They both grew up in Troy. They both had a dad that worked at the Watervliet Arsenal, but Heenan was born and bred American. And people found parallels in the story of these two fighters, the same as people saw between Bill the Butcher and John Morrissey. Even though John came to America when he was 1 year old.
Like, he's basically,
he's about as American as you can get without being born
here. Like, oh man, that 1 year that he spent abroad really fucking, all right, man.
That Irishness really fucked him.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Eventually, people start throwing insults Morrissey's way, and they start insulting his family, and he just goes, "All right, I gotta get involved in this. I have to fight this." So the two fighters go to Buffalo and get on a ship to Long Point, which is a peninsula in Canada some 70 miles away, and they fight the match on October 20th, 1858.
Why'd they go over there?
Legality rules, probably.
Oh, okay.
In the 19th century, there's a lot of, hey, we can't fight here, but let's meet up here and then go to this slightly further away place that we can fight.
Which is super funny in considering where all of these fights have taken place prior. Like, God.
The ring gets set up in a flat, sandy area near a lighthouse. They're fighting under London rules, which says that the fight should happen on turf, so officials sprinkled some blades of grass in the ring to be rules compliant.
That'll do it.
Yeah, sure. That counts.
Yeah.
So, Morrissey has about 2 inches and 20 pounds on Heenan, but the smaller fighter is a really fucking tough guy, and things are pretty even through 6 rounds. Eventually, Morrissey's toughness starts to win out, especially after Heenan injured himself because Morrissey dodged a punch and Heenan punched the ring post.
Okay, took environmental damage.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh my god, he's like the boss where like you gotta dodge his attack. So
you gotta make him run into the barrels.
Yeah, he's gotta run into the explosive barrels. What the fuck going on?
The 7th round ends after both fighters trade body blows, clinch, and then fall down together, exhausted.
Oh, cinematic. All right.
By the start of the 9th, it's said that both men are so weak they can barely lift their arms, and the round ends when Heenan lands a punch on Morrissey's eye and both of them fall down together.
Okay.
The 10th ends with Heenan landing a few lefts, following to the right, missing, and hitting the canvas from whiffing his own punch.
What? Oh, God.
The 11th
Dude.
and final round ends as, again, Heenan misses a punch and falls to the ground exhausted.
Heenan is doing more damage to himself than he has taken from Morrissey is winning all of these fights. I want to.
Yeah, you brought up the Homer Simpson thing earlier, and I was thinking of this fight.
Yeah, like this is legit. Both times, where he gets a championship is when he just fucking
just eats punishment until the other person loses somehow.
Like the Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing meme. And he's just like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat these punches. It doesn't matter. God.
When the officials called for the 12th round to begin, Heenan couldn't get up after 21 minutes of fighting.
This is the worst fucking champion of anything of all time. This guy he's not even punching anybody. He's just fucking. He's terrible.
He literally just took shots on the chin until the other guy was too tired to stand anymore.
This is ridiculous. He's just like,
my face has more durability than your lungs.
Yeah, like this guy. This is like you create a fighter in fucking like Knockout Kings or Fight Night, and you put the sliders for everything at 0 except for endurance, and that thing's at his chin is at 100. That thing's at 100. You cannot knock this man out. But he can't. But also he cannot hit you. He cannot hurt you. He is just a fucking immovable wall. Oh my god. So stupid.
Heenan had barely a serious mark on his face as the referee awarded the victory to the
God.
man with one eye swollen shut, cuts around his mouth, and a broken nose, John Morrissey.
This is so fucking stupid.
Press on the event was very hit or miss. Some people called it the greatest fight of all time.
No.
No, I'm pretty.
They're wrong.
I think anyone would tell you the Yankee Sullivan fight was better. It sounded way better.
Any fight was better. It was just him. It was just Morrissey.
Hey, do you want to see a guy punch a brick wall until he's too tired to do it anymore?
Yeah. Like, okay, one of the times where, yes, a guy's opinion can be wrong. This is the one. Fuck.
The New York Tribune declared, probably no human eye will ever look upon so much rowdyism, villainy, scoundrelism, and boiled down viciousness concentrated upon so small a place. Scoundrels of every imaginable genus, every variety of every species were there assembled. The characteristic rascalities of each were developed and displayed in all their devilish perfection.
All right, you're going overboard now. Like I was okay until the last sentence. Then it was just sorry.
He held himself better than the guy going, "Look, I wish they both fucking died."
I hope they both die for the good of society. This world will be a better place without you in it. Like. I mean, like, once again, we don't write like we used to.
No, that was kind of pretty. A week after the fight, John officially announces his retirement from fighting, declaring an intent to better support his family and become the kind of guy his children could look up to.
A little late for that, but okay.
In 1861, John opens a casino a few hundred miles upstate in Saratoga, New York. Gambling is still illegal in Saratoga, like in New York City, but he becomes a major local philanthropist and donates a shit ton of money at any cause in Saratoga he can find. And he assures the populace, I'm not going to part people from their money unless they're tourists. I'm not taking money out of the Saratoga economy. I'm only putting money into it.
So, like, how is this going to work?
I don't know how he enforces that.
Yeah.
But supposedly, women and just, like, generally residents of Saratoga were barred from gambling at the casino.
All right.
And so John dumps a shit ton of money into it, and it becomes nationally recognized for just how damn nice it is. The casino is incredibly profitable, but in spring of 1863, he announces plans to hold a series of thoroughbred horse races nearby to bring in extra tourists and extra business. The Saturday before the racing began, the horses and riders strolled past a row of downtown hotels in bright livery and heraldry in a grand spectacle to raise excitement. As someone who's been there for that as a kid, I'm not going to make a statement of one way or another on like the ethics of horse racing. That's a whole fucking thing. It is very pretty when you show up for like the opening of the weekend and see all the horses and jockeys and like all the colorful stuff like going for a parade.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It is a really cool event. The first race at Saratoga was won by a horse named Lizzie W., ridden by a one-eyed former slave named Sewell.
All right.
Events went for 4 days, bringing in thousands of spectators and pushing John to expand operations. He ends up enlisting Cornelius Vanderbilt to help him find investors to make Saratoga the host of the finest racetrack in the world. And he got William Travers to be...
Vanderbilt sighting?
You got Vanderbilt, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? How did he end up in this? What? I guess Tammany Hall's in this story.
Tammany Hall,
whatever. Yeah, all right.
And they get William Travers to be the president of the group of investors and eventually name the race series after him. Today, the Travers Series is one of the most famous horse races in the U.S. and the oldest horse race for 3-year-olds in the country.
Huh.
Yeah, it's, as someone who lives around the area, like, that made Saratoga and what it is today. It is currently like a kind of gentrified, like, touristy place. It is entirely because of the racetrack.
I was about to say, like, I had a couple of jokes about Saratoga that I decided to not, like, that's a little mean. It's a little mean to, like, make them, but, like, yeah, this is...
It's kind of the only relevant place north of Albany on the Hudson.
Yeah.
In 1866, Tammany Hall recognized John's past work with them and his organizational skills and established one of the premier racetracks in the country, and they nominated him for the U.S. House of Representatives.
Your approval fills me with shame. Kind of thing going on there.
It's a very divisive nomination because people of the day couldn't imagine a man who was a boxer, gangster, and gambler getting elected to political office.
Oh boy.
Times have changed. Huh?
Well, yeah, I'm about to say that time machine is unkind, friends.
One newspaper responds to the nomination by calling John a disgrace to the human species.
What is the newspapers are fucking vicious. Like, good God.
John gets caught in a huge debate of whether it's proper to elect someone of his pedigree to office. But in the end, his side wins out, and John is elected to the United States House of Representatives. Now, John is already a celebrity. 19th century newspapers are reporting on things that are happening to his family, not just him. He's targeted by 19th century TMZ. And the New York Evening Post wrote one story about his son and wife that I just have to quote in full. A son of John Morrissey, of pugilistic fame, while watching the antics of a monkey yesterday afternoon, ventured too near the animal and had 2 of his fingers bitten. Oh. Today, Mrs. Morrissey found the organ grinder who kept the offending monkey and had him taken to police headquarters. After telling the facts to Inspector Carpenter, she was surprised to learn that the official had no power to imprison the organ grinder or to kill the monkey.
Oh, okay.
She was advised to go to Jefferson Market and enter a complaint before the presiding magistrate. She was unwilling to do this, but declared she would kill the monkey herself.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay.
Mrs. Morrissey left the police officer, declaring that her husband would see that full justice was meted out to the monkey or its owner.
What? The monkey or its owner? What are you gonna pay for this? First off, you said you were gonna kill the monkey herself. So first off, follow through, bitch. Follow through. Go. Yo, square up on that monkey. Square up on the monkey. Let's go. Come on. You said it. Let's go.
The grinder, however, left the place much relieved on account of his temporary escape. What will happen to him, nobody knows.
I love the cliffhanger. Will our daring organ grinder survive the next? Like, stay tuned for the next episode. Like, what the fuck? No, it's.
I laughed so hard at the line. She was surprised to learn that he had no power to kill the monkey. I'm not advocating for them to have killed the monkey. I just love the mental image of her being there going, what do you mean you can't kill the monkey?
Guards, kill that monkey! Okay. And you know, like, considering the racism of that day, I'm pretty happy that didn't mean something else as a black person. So I'm like, you know what? This is actually okay. That could have been something a lot worse.
It sure could have been.
Holy shit! Like,
all of the monkey references in this show have been race-free.
Yeah, have been once again, very shockingly, actually about a monkey. This is again another episode where there has been a monkey is actually there, so it's not all right.
As a monkey.
Yeah, which is weird that I've been for that twice. Oh, God.
So in office, John Morrissey would mostly vote along party lines with the Democrats, but he tried to stick to his guns wherever he could. I don't care which party wins as long as the thing comes out right. He was also quoted
Okay,
telling a reporter, "While I'm a staunch Democrat, I am so unquestionably financially sound that I could afford to vote in opposition to my party whenever I thought that mere partisanship diverted it from passive duty and right and patriotism."
I like the fact that he basically just said, "I cannot be bribed."
Yeah.
Because
I got money.
He literally just said that. Like, fuck.
On being sworn in, his first act was to protest against the exclusion of Southern representatives from the seats in Congress following the Civil War.
All right.
Yeah, bad move there, John.
Yeah.
That was a bad move.
I mean, when you said he was running for the Democrats in the late 1800s,
it kind of comes with it.
So, wait, by the way, he's still a New York representative, right?
Yes.
That's really interesting that, I mean, obviously I don't remember like how the party lines broke down back then by region. It is kind of interesting that a Democrat got voted in New York.
I mean, it was just for a small district in New York City, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It wasn't the Senate, it was the House of Representatives.
Yeah, House of Reps. You never know how. I have no idea.
There's going to be little enclaves everywhere that feel like they don't belong.
Yeah, true.
John was often swarmed by reporters after taking a seat because everyone knew about the prize-fighting gangster who was just elected to office, and they were surprised to see how finely he dressed, given his background. I guess they just expected him to dress in rags like a thug or some shit?
Yeah, I was like, what is he, a fucking caveman? All right, man.
He's got money. He can dress nice.
Yeah, guys.
John is spending regular time at Saratoga throughout his congressional term, watching over what's basically a money printing machine. On the first day of the 1870 season, he sees a gang of 5 thieves, one of whom had recently shot a guy in Albany heading to the track. So John rushes to the front office to head them off, stops them from approaching the ticket booth, and he asks them if they really want to buy tickets, and suggests they rethink the idea. So the known gunman puts his hand on a holster and says, "This is a public track and I'm going in." And John replies, "I'll make you think it's a church before I'm through with you, and if you dare draw that pistol on me, I'll make you eat it."
Oh, okay.
So then John just stares the guys down until the cops show up and detain him.
Holy shit. All right.
No, he successfully rolled 20 on intimidation.
Yeah, I was about to say, the man stood on that business. Like, he stood on his business so hard that he fucking backed them down. Okay.
John ended up getting reelected pretty comfortably against an opponent that suggested he hadn't lived in America long enough to be eligible for office. Again, he came over when he was 1 year old.
He came when he was what? Oh my god. The racism is too stupid, bro.
John's attendance record for his second term was hot garbage. The 166 days Congress was in session during his term, he attended 46.
Okay. He might as well not have even been there. Okay, good.
During the winter, he was attending to his wife, who was very ill. But during the spring, he didn't show up a whole lot either, and he didn't have an excuse.
He didn't show up. Okay.
He was having issues at the time with Tammany Hall and feuding directly with Boss Tweed, the most notorious leader the group would ever have.
They now want to feud with Boss Tweed.
The two disagreed on a candidate for a local sheriff election, so John organized his own political group, Young Democracy, and looked to take over Tammany Hall himself. And then Young Democracy got absolutely slobber-knocked in the polls in April 1870, pulling 23 of the 250 votes for the Tweed ticket.
Ooh.
And so they're pretty much kicked out of Tammany Hall as a result, and their political careers are dead in the water.
It's over, yeah.
John serves the rest of his term to March 1871, and then immediately takes a trip to New Orleans to gamble. He buys a horse named Defender, bets against him, and wins 30 grand in one bet and goes back to Saratoga.
This horse is a loser. Let's go. Boom.
John spends the next little bit of time in Saratoga hosting races and amateur sporting events, and over time, Saratoga becomes a sporting hotbed in upstate New York, fattening John's purse even more and ingratiating himself to the upper-class folks that he hosted, until Boss Tweed and his cronies get slowly kicked out of government as the corruption reaches the light of day. By 1874, Boss Tweed's position of power in Tammany Hall had gone to Honest John Kelly, the first American child of 2 Irish immigrants. Honest John Kelly had a bit of an interesting ride to this point. He was born and raised in New York City, worked his way up the city's political ranks starting as a volunteer firefighter, ended up serving a couple terms in the House of Representatives himself, was eventually accused of overcharging people on city contracts, tried to run for mayor, and when he lost, he went on a years-long tour of Europe and the Holy Land.
Okay.
And he came back home just in time to take advantage of the power vacuum left by the downfall of Boss Tweed. Kelly and Morrissey ran Tammany Hall pretty much in tandem for the most part from 1872 to 75, sharing power. But it wasn't meant to last. Kelly saw Morrissey as a threat, and Morrissey thought that Kelly didn't support some of his proposals as much as he really should if they were partners. In June 1875, the Tammany General Committee vacates John Morrissey's seat, basically kicking him out of the group again. He goes back to Saratoga for the racing season, but when he comes back, the New York Times reports that he's looking for a, quote, vigorous fight for supremacy with Kelly, and the anti-Tammany Democrats take advantage of him getting kicked out. They unanimously dominate him as their own candidate for Boss Tweed's old state Senate seat, being held by John Kelly's pick, John Fox. There are too many fucking Johns at this point of the story.
Too many Johns, yeah. So did John even want to be fucking nominated? It sounds like he just kind of like...
No. But everyone started hanging banners and like doing door knocking for him, so at a point he's like, all right, fine.
All right, well, yeah.
Things get really hot between the two factions, as evidenced by one encounter between a couple guys named Edwin Haggerty and Thomas Ferris. They're in a bar and they start talking about Fox versus Morrissey, and Ferris bets Haggerty $1,000 that Morrissey's going to lose. Haggerty replies, "You're not good for the money. You don't have $1,000 to bet." And Ferris says, "You wouldn't dare say that in the street." So they agree to take it out into the street, where Haggerty pulls out a revolver and shoots Ferris in the scrotum.
Oh. Oh.
Only barely related to this story. I just thought it was funny that John Morrissey's election got a man shot in the scrotum.
Scrotum. All right. Really? You're going to shoot the man in the balls? I mean, you call him broke, then you fucking shoot him in the nuts? All right,
way to ruin a man's life.
Yeah, come on, dude. Then again, he doesn't have the $1,000 actually, so he was actually broke. Fuck.
So Morrissey is popular with the everyman because he grew up poor and made it as just a tough guy through grit alone. And he's popular with big business because despite a history of debt, he has a strong history of always paying off said debt, so they pretty much gave him a blank check to fund his campaign, on top of them just enjoying their time in Saratoga. So the results are never really in doubt. Morrissey wins handily with an 11-day campaign.
Wow.
In late 1877, John Morrissey runs for a different seat, the 7th district, specifically because it's John Kelly's home district. Morrissey is sick and confined to his bed most of the day, but for weeks, he comes out to do multiple speeches a day and rally the crowd with his raw charisma, as John Kelly focuses on pumping money in the right places and shaking the right hands. Morrissey wins by thousands of votes anyway, and he can't help but take shots at Kelly along the way.
Of course.
He says it had hardly been a fair fight on Kelly's part, with all the power, with all the money and patronage of the district at his command, with money distributed through all the liquor stores and coercion of all the party men. It was not a manly thing on Kelly's part. The day after his victory, John sneaks away when his physician isn't paying attention and goes for a walk to breakfast, and his doctor hunts him down, calls a carriage, and makes him immediately go back. John is not able to address a crowd of his supporters that night due to illness. Around the start of 1878, Doc suggests he takes a vacation to the South, saying the bleak, cold January winters in New York are not good for him. Things are looking really bad for him in mid-January while he traveled, with his health swinging for better or worse, and at one point they call a priest because he's looking that rough. Gets better the next day, and other than one more health scare in March, he heals up and he's back to work by the end of March. And then in April, he suffers a stroke that paralyzes him on the right side, and he tells the New York Times, "I'm running neck and neck with death and rapidly tiring." Then on May 1st at 7:30 p.m., John Morrissey passes of pneumonia. He would be inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame in 1996, and to this day, the Saratoga racetrack is a major part of upstate New York culture and tourism, bringing over 1 million guests a year.
Okay. Fucking timeout.
Yeah, Boxing Hall of Fame.
Get him the fuck out of there. Okay, so firstly, shitty boxer. All right, shit boxer. Don't care. He didn't.
No one could ever take punishment like he could.
Yeah, his strategy of block everything with his face doesn't really hold up to what boxing is. So I'm gonna go ahead and say shitty boxer. Also, boxing back then apparently was more, really a suggestion. really just kind of like grab him, throw him around, whatever. Like fucking, yeah, do whatever, right? But I don't think he really ever boxed. He kind of just he kind of just for an hour just got punched a lot until the other guy got sick of punching him. Like that's really what happens.
Like it seems like he had like a good fight with Scotsman Thompson. Because he was laughing and smiling and beat him legit.
Well, yeah.
But then he beat Sullivan by enduring punishment until Sullivan fought someone else instead.
I was about to say, like, yeah, and that one really wasn't that fight shouldn't even be in a record book at all. That should just, like, again, I cannot get over the fact that a brawl happened and then, like, let's just keep fighting. Let's get next round. What do you mean next round, motherfucker? Like, the next round is happening over there while Sullivan is punching a bunch of people. What do you mean?
For me, it's the fact that like right before this is all called, he is on his knees in the middle of the ring, bleeding from everywhere, barely conscious, and then he wins because the other guy is just not paying attention.
And he just happens to stand up at the right moment and walk to the center of the ring. Like, okay, man. Like, fucking stupid. And then the fucking other championship, once again, fucking just eating punches. Just for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's just, he's literally Homer Simpsoning. It's so dumb, man. He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame.
He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame. There.
I hate that. Stupid. Damn it, dude. The last episode was fucking Kaiser, who was also a fucking fake athlete. And now we get this. Damn it.
I mean, John was a real athlete. He just wasn't skilled or talented.
So you mean not an athlete? Yeah. Fucking damn it. His only claim to athleticism is once again that he just has
the toughest face in sports.
Yeah, like did not none of the punchers. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm actually gonna keep that as punchers. I would say boxers.
It's not
but
boxing.
Then, honestly, they're not boxing. Punchers is correct. Anyway, none of the punchers thought to like punch him in his fucking gut. Fucking go for some body shots.
I mean, they might have. Well, I guess if you think about it, the lower guard stance would have blocked body shots on top of grappling.
True. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. He's just eating. And the fucking newspapers are calling it like this fucking, like a war is happening in that man's face. Like.
Hey everybody, this is the Lore Keeper again. Thanks for stopping in to listen to episode number 8, John Old Smoke Morrissey. The primary sources for this episode were The Notorious John Morrissey by James C. Nicholson, Brandy for Heroes, a biography of the Honorable John Morrissey by Jack Cofoed, and a few articles here and there from the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune. If you haven't seen it in the prior episode notes, there is an official show Discord now. This is where I will always post first that there is a new episode. Even if you're one of the people that I text when there's a new episode, I always post in the Discord first. You can also pop in there for discussion, but mostly right now it's just a notification platform. Having said that, I hope you enjoyed episode number 8, and I hope you stop in to catch episode 9 when it comes out, or go back if you're a new one. There's some pretty good past episodes. But till then, I'll see you around.